There's a feeling a lot of people have but don't really talk about. Life doesn't feel the same anymore. Not necessarily worse, not necessarily better, just different. The days feel faster. Moments don't stick the way they used to. Things that once felt exciting now feel normal or even empty. And sometimes you sit there and wonder what changed. Because life doesn't suddenly fall apart. You're still here. You're still moving forward, still doing exactly what you're supposed to do. But something about the way it feels just shifted. And the truth is, it's not just you. A lot of people also feel this way. So today, I want to talk about why life doesn't feel the same anymore and what might actually be causing that feeling. One of the biggest reasons why life may feel different now is because it's simple. You're not experiencing things for the first time anymore. When you're younger, everything is brand new. Your first relationship, your first time going somewhere on your own, your first favorite song or favorite game or favorite anything. And those first hit completely different. Your brain pays more attention to new experiences. It slows down, it takes everything in. That's why childhood memories feel very vivid. But as you get older, fewer things are new. You heard similar songs, played similar games, and you've been to the same places. So your brain stops treating those moments as important and it processes them faster and faster. It's not that life is speeding up, it's that the fewer moments stand out. Another big change is routine. At some point, life becomes structured. You wake up around the same time, do the same kinds of tasks, talk to the same people, repeat similar days in an ordinary fashion. And guess what? A routine is very useful. It helps you stay consistent and it can help you get things done. But it also removes unpredictability. And unpredictability is where excitement can come from. When every day feels similar, your brain starts grouping them together. Instead of remembering individual days, you remember them as a long blur. Weeks pass quickly, months disappear, and then people wonder, where did the time go? Another reason life doesn't feel the same anymore is because you rarely are fully present. There's always something pulling your attention. Either it be your phone, videos, social media, messages, notifications, even when you're doing something meaningful. Part of your attention is somewhere else. And when your attention is divided, your experiences become weaker. Moments don't fully register. They don't leave the same emotional impact. Think about it like this. The more focused you are, the more real a moment feels. The more distracted you are, the more forgettable it becomes. And today, most people are constantly distracted, so life starts to feel less vivid, less memorable, and less real. At some point, comparison becomes part of daily life. You see what other people are doing, what they're going, or what they're achieving. And even if you don't mean to, you start measuring your life against theirs. There are changes on how you experience your own life. Instead of enjoying what you have, you start evaluating it. Is it good enough? Am I doing enough? Am I behind? And when everything becomes comparison, nothing feels satisfying. Moments lose their weight because you're not fully in them. You're thinking about how they compare. When you're younger, you don't overanalyze everything. You just do things. You play, you explore, you enjoy moments without questioning them. But as you get older, you start thinking more about your future, your decisions, your responsibilities. And thinking isn't a bad thing. But constantly overthinking pulls you out of the present. Instead of experiencing life, you're analyzing it while it's happening. And when you're always in your head, the world around you starts to feel distance. Another reason why life feels different is now because you understand more. When you're younger, things feel bigger, more mysterious, more meaningful. But over time, you start to see patterns. You understand how systems work, how people behave, how things turn out. And while that knowledge is useful, it removes some of the wonder in life. Things feel more predictable, less magical, not because they actually are, but because you really see what's behind the curtain. This is something almost everyone notices. Time feels like it's moving faster. Years go by quicker than they used to, and part of that comes back to everything we talked about. Fewer new experiences, more routine. When your brain isn't forming strong memories, time feels compressed. And that's why a week as a kid felt very long. But now a week can disappear without you even noticing. A lot of the time when people say life doesn't feel the same, What they really mean is, I miss how things used to feel. But the truth is, you can't recreate those exact feelings. Not because life is worse, but because you're different now. You've changed. Your perspective changed, your experiences changed. So when you try to recreate old feelings exactly, it never quite works. And that can make the present feel lacking, even when it isn't. Here's the most important part. The feeling doesn't mean something is wrong with your life. It doesn't mean you're failing. It doesn't mean things are broken. It just means you changed in how you experience these things. Your brain has adapted. Your environment has changed. Your perspective even grew. And with that, the way life feels changed too. If life feels dull or disconnected, the solution isn't to go backwards. It's to change how you move forwards. The biggest thing you can do is simple. Seek new experiences, not huge ones. Small ones, try something different. Go somewhere new. Change your routine slightly. New experiences force your brain to pay attention again. They slow things down. They make moments feel real. Another thing, be present. Even for short periods. Put distractions away and fully experience what you're doing, because presence is what gives moments weight. And finally, stop chasing old feelings. Instead of trying to feel how you used to feel, allow yourself to experience things in a new way, because life isn't supposed to feel the same forever. It evolves, and so do you. Life doesn't lose its meaning. It didn't suddenly become empty, it just became familiar. And familiarity feels different than discovery. But that doesn't mean the feeling is gone forever. It just means you have to approach life differently now. More intentionally, more present, more aware. Because the moments that feel real, the ones that stick with you, they're still there. You just have to slow down enough to notice them again. Well, I hope you all really enjoyed my commentary. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. I do appreciate it. And thank you for all the support that I've been getting lately. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and if I get hit that soon, that would be awesome. Anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed the COD gameplay. Let me know what you want to talk about in the next video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.